What mic are you gonna use, huh? Are you gonna use that mic right there? Okay.
Let me know when it's done playing.
I got you. You still got 20 seconds left.
All right.
10 seconds left.
It just needs hope.
Thank you so much for Fluent Radio. I am your host, Mr. Fluent himself. I'm actually feeling great. I'm rocking my my Jordan Retro 5 Fires today. It actually looked pretty fire on my feet. It looks pretty fire. I thought they was gonna look crazy, but they actually look pretty fire on my feet right now, y'all. I would take them off, but it was hell getting them on because they I don't know how they're just made. These particular Jordans, the Jordan 5s, are made so differently from like the 13s and things like that. Like you just can't slide these mugs on unless you want to mess up like the sides. So and not to mention you want to crack them. So, but yeah, but I'm feeling good today. I am my lovely host. She's finna come in. She getting her wig together. Hold on, y'all.
My wig.
Hold on, y'all. She getting her wig together real quick.
Go.
She getting her wig together. Hold on, let me put on a pretty face up in here. There we go. My wonderful co-host, Mr. Shantae McKinney. How you doing?
I am peachy.
Oh, she's peachy, y'all. She's peachy, and y'all, it is going to be pretty dope show.
Hell of a show.
Yes, it's going to be pretty show. You can hear us, right? Yeah. It's going to be a hell of a show today. Black is back. Chocolate is back. Y'all don't even understand. It's back. Yeah, you're right. It never left. As long as I'm on this earth, it is going to be here. The dope, the very talented, the entrepreneur Darrin Henson will be in our live today, and we're gonna have some fun. But until he gets here, we always gonna go shoot the shit a little bit.
How's your week going so far, man?
My week is pretty. What's the word? Consistent. Oh. My week has been pretty consistent. Yeah, I am. We are actually over here working our tails off to bring y'all the best of everything. Oh, there he go right there. We're working our butt off so we can bring y'all the best of everything. Hold on, let me bring him on.
I'm up to trying to get you.
There you go.
Should I be horizontal or vertical?
What's up?
Should I be horizontal or vertical?
Oh, it don't matter. I mean, you can be how you are now. You could be horizontal. It don't matter. Whatever works for you.
All right, I'm good.
Cool. So y'all, who we have in the building now? He is an actor. He is a rapper. He is a director, an entrepreneur, a choreographer. He is best known for Dance Smooth Groove. Excuse me. He is best known playing Lim in the TV show series. Soul Food. He was twice nominated for the NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Actor. He has choreographed New Kids on the Block, Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, High Five, my dude, Spice Girls, and he was the winner of choreography for Bye 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 with NSYNC. And we're going to get into all his accolades and stuff, but I want to bring up the one, the only Darrin Henson. What's going on, sir?
Good to be on with you, and I'm sorry I got to do this to you, but I never choreographed for the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, you didn't?
Never.
Somebody got my information wrong. Don't worry, I'll fire them later.
I don't want to take somebody else's credit.
Like, what? That don't even sound right.
It is all good. The first thing I want to say, because I want to talk about the live that you did yesterday, just to kick stuff off, and I also want to say before you even came on, Black, y'all, Chocolate, yeah, we back, y'all. We back. We are back.
I just got one question as of now. Do you like strawberries?
I love strawberries.
Thank you. See, you my man. Already. He ate spoonful in it.
I eat strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries every day.
Yes.
Yes. So see, we got so much to cover. Not only your outstanding career and entrepreneurship, but we also going to cover how you talk about mental health and just health just in general. Yesterday, I had caught you live, and it moved me.
Wait a minute, where we was live at, on Facebook or
We
Instagram?
went live. He was live.
I know, but
He was on live Instagram.
okay. I'm
And
like, I ain't see it on Facebook.
don't worry about it, Darren. That's that light skin stuff.
See, here you go. And I was just up here talking about how you can't have chocolate without strawberry. You want to go? We fired.
So you was, I mean, just stating just facts about negativity, and just pretty much just moving and not doing the handout thing, and just and you were spitting, these were facts, like facts. We never have had anything as crazy as this pandemic stuff. It's a first for everybody. So now normal isn't normal no more. So
Well, it's first for our generation, but it
Mhm.
happened before. You know what I
Right.
mean? It Tuskegee happened, the Black Plague happened, the Spanish flu happened. It's happened before, but it's the first for our generation.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, and you also was covering just being negative and how you spew so much energy just being negative.
Whew.
Well, not me, but
No, not you. Yeah, no, not you. No,
Like, not me.
but you just, you're kind of speaking on just negativity and.
well, what I was expounding on was the importance of positivity and love, and this is why some people think it's corny. Okay, they have that right, but I say take it or leave it. The thing is, everything expands through love. In other words, life is a trade. You have the trees. People don't pay attention to this, but the trees take in our carbon, what we breathe out, and it gives off oxygen, what we breathe in. So it's a trade, but they don't think about how much love goes into that. Trees are everywhere so we can breathe. People think that oxygen just magically appears. Well, go into outer space and see if you find any. There's none there. But the trees give us the oxygen and it takes our carbon. So it's a trade. That's life. So one of the great laws is the law of polarity, right? As it is above, so shall it be below. In, out, up, down. So everything has an opposite, right? And
Mhm.
so what I surmise to is maybe spending more time thinking, controlling the mind and individuals, and thinking about positivity, thinking about love, because the only way anything can expand is through love. It does not expand through hate. Even when people say, yeah, well, there's certain hate groups, well, they love each other. So that's how it expands. It only expands through love. And so if it expands through love, then that means you're taking away from yourself and your energy through disgruntled hate, through confusion, through anger, through fear. But it's only when you stop to breathe, you release, you let go, you find a place of gratitude, find a place of thanksgiving, then that generates love. And love is what keeps everything going, which keeps everything motivated, which keeps everything moving. Think about it. Until I mention it right now, you're not paying attention to your heartbeat, but your heart is beating on its own. That's true love. You don't have to wind it up in the morning. You don't have to do anything to it. All you have to do is take care of what you put in your body, because what you put in your body will either slow down or speed up your heart, right?
Mhm.
Adrenaline will speed it up, and oils and different things will slow it down. So it is in our best interest to learn the same way you buy a car, the same way you buy a toy, your user manual. Pay attention to the user manual, because so you can learn how to best operate that in which you have, because your spirit lives within this physical body. And you've heard older people say they're tired, and then soon later they make their transition. There's something to that, is all that I'm saying.
Why we ain't been friends before now?
Seriously.
I'm seriously
seriously.
I'm saying this.
Yeah.
Outside of the station, I'm a spiritual life coach. So why we ain't been friends before now? I literally made a post on Facebook before I came. I have a monstera plant, and she finally opened up her first leaf since I got her. And it was very much relative to what you were talking about how it's the trade-off. And I'm like, she went through all of this pushing and growing through all the dirt and everything else, and she finally opened a leaf. Now it's like, yay, I get to live, but she also has to trust that I'm going to water her and put her where she needs to be for sunlight, for this, for that. And my last part of my post was talking about how people make life so hard, but life is so simple at the same time.
It is so simple. Think about it. When you're sleeping, you breathe on your own. It's just automatic. That's how Most High made us, right? You don't have to think about breathing. It just happens. Your plant, the more you talk to your plant, the more it will open because it's a vibratory frequency. It's alive. The plant is alive.
Alive.
Right? So when people go carving into trees and pulling leaves off of plants, they feel that everything on this earth we're connected to, and it's connected through our heart chakra. You want to know? Remember, we started off by saying everything has an opposite, or everything has polarity, which is different degrees. If you look at earth and you look at heart, it's spelled exactly with the same letters. Look at heart and take the H off the front and put it on the end. It spells earth. We're connected.
It was crazy. I don't know what had told me, because we had already discussed exactly you coming on to do the interview and everything. We had already discussed everything, so the only thing I needed to do was send you the link. I don't know what had told me to click on Instagram at that time, but it did. And then I sat there, and it was, since you had to be there because it was. It was one of the things. It's like I know if I go out, I'm gonna miss something. If I go out, I'm gonna miss something.
Clearly.
I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna miss something.
Everything he just said sounded so much better coming from a man than it does from a woman.
Yeah, exactly. And it was crazy because it was, he said I'm gonna talk to some people, I'm gonna talk to some people, and I think it was like two guys that came on, and he didn't waste no time blocking. He said he didn't waste no time blocking them. He didn't waste no time, because after he said, was talking about people being positive and what you put out into the air, the atmosphere, like these guys come on and then they were negative, and he was like, see, the moment you trying to
soon as you try, whenever I learned this a long time ago, and I love this. This is one of the things that I repeat, and I give him credit for this. And I learned this from Minister Farrakhan. He said, and I quote him, and more of a paraphrase. He said, if you study your Bible, you will read about Cain and Abel. And he breaks it down. And he says, wherever you find somebody who is able, you will always find a Cain.
That's a fact. That's
and
a fact.
So when I think about that, I think about where we are with social media. I could be on right now because of the social media platforms. People have a voice. And so they feel like they can come on the platform and be seen and heard. I know that people who are spewing negativity, who are arrogant or saying something, just foul language, they are looking for attention, and they use your platform to do that. And so that's the world that we live in today. It gives people access and opportunity. But I also know that they're starving for certainty in their lives. They're starving for validation. They're starving to be seen. And when I say starving, I mean they're starving. I'm not talking about when people go, I'm hungry, I'm starving. No, that's not starving. I'm talking about like how people are starving. These people are starving for validation. And other people go, well, don't you feel sorry for them? I don't. And one of the reasons that I don't feel sorry is feeling sorry for people doesn't help me or you. Being sorrowful or full of sorrow doesn't help. Do I have empathy for them? Yes, I'm very empathetic, but I also know that we have a choice in life. And life is made up of moments. And our moments, we can make a new choice in every moment. So you don't have to stay the way you are. People who go, well, I'm the same way I was for my whole life. Well, that's sad. Well, I'm the same person I was 10 years ago. Well, that's sad because nothing stays the same.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing stays the same. So those people who are choosing low vibratory frequencies, look at what's happening to people who choose not to raise their vibration. People who are literally choosing not to raise their vibration, you better start paying attention to what's going on in and around us. Because if you're choosing, there's that whole negative space right now, it's not a safe place.
And that's the plus is about it too, is because with social media is both negative and positive. It's
an entity all on its own.
Yeah.
If you don't control what comes across your screen, Lord behold.
I personally, I try to like even though we have the radio station and everything, I try not to spend too much time on it because I have to go out. And because now we have this pandemic thing and now everyone is in the house, so you don't have those type of conversations that you can have with a normal person, that you can learn from. It has to be more than just, I'm going to social media, let me learn how to do this. No, like some people, like we need that, like that one-on-one, like with people, because like that's how, like, even I have kids, they're growing up into the social media age.
You have children.
I have children. You are absolutely right.
Kids are goats.
They're
baby goats. I say this all the time. I don't have baby goats. I have children.
But you know what's crazy? And I learned something too, because all my life it's always been kids, either chitlins or kids.
Yeah, chitlins and chitlins.
Yeah, exactly. That's I grew up in Mississippi.
Yeah, that's why I said children.
Children.
I mean, I understand people's positions, but I think we're long past excuses. I think we're long past talking about that's how we grew up. To me, it doesn't amount to anything if we consistently blame where we are as adults on our childhoods. You're not a child anymore. You are aware enough to know what best represents you and what doesn't. And this is what I mean about choice. At the end of the day, life is about moments. So if we think about it this way, right? Life is about moments. That's all we really have. And all you have is the present. Right now, we're having this amazing conversation and we're present. We're talking to each other. We're giving off information that may be used later. Maybe it won't. Maybe it will be heard later and somebody will utilize it and empower themselves. It's like a self-help book. Once you read a self-help book, then what? You got to help yourself. But most people go and get another self-help book. No.
I help the other part that
what you read in that book. Did you use it? And so that's why I say knowledge is only potential power. You've got to use the knowledge in order for the power to work for you.
And that's the first subject I brought up is when you were live yesterday, is because it's something I've always said, like just to try to be positive and how energy works and things like that, and it's like and it sounded so like clear. I was like, see, I wasn't saying the wrong stuff all these years. I haven't been saying the wrong things.
But don't discount the negative, because it takes both. It's like your car battery. Your car battery needs the negative and the positive for it to work. So the negative is not so necessarily bad. It's there to assist you to be positive. But when you hear people talk about, I'm positive, I don't believe them, because nobody's positive all the time. You have to have a balance. You have to have a balance. The negative side of it, if we don't want to call it negative, something in a bad way, it's the grounding. It's the side that says, I want to do this. And that's the positive side. But is there a possibility that it won't happen? Yeah, somebody goes, well, stop being negative. Well, no, I'm just aware. And so now I have to utilize my thoughts, because the person who believes they can and the person believes who they can't are both right, based upon the principles of the law. Meaning, thoughts are things, energy. If you don't believe you can, you probably won't muster enough strength to do it. So you were right, because you didn't give yourself enough energy to get it done. But those who believe they can will always find that energy to pull themselves over. It's like people who say, you know, if they're in the gym, I can't get it up. You've probably only used up to 40% of your will. When you're running a marathon, you're ready to give up, you probably only use 40% of your will. What we are capable of doing as humans, HUEMANS, hue, meaning vibratory frequency, a hue, a vibration is just, I mean, if you could wrap your mind around what you have already created, what you can't see, you can't be. And if you don't see it before it's there, it never will be. Think about that. You've got to see it before it's there. That means creation. That means a table. That means a vase. That means a chair. That means a stove, a refrigerator, a car, a plane. Somebody saw it before it was there. So
Mind's eye
wealth is
view.
all energy.
Definitely, it's wow. Yeah, it's like I said, it's so refreshing to talk to you, man. Like it really is. What keeps you so grounded and driven? Because you've done, like, I'm looking, like I'm looking, and you've worked with some dope individuals. What keeps you so like what keeps you so driven? Like you are driven like no other. Like what keeps you?
Well, a few things, and there's a lot of people, and I appreciate those words, but there are a lot of people who are a lot more driven than I am. But I'm doing my best to build. But knowing that none of us get out of here alive, number one, none of us get out of here alive. So I want to experience my life to be what I imagine it, dream it, feel it to be. Because at the end of the day, once it's all said and done, and we all know people who are not physically here anymore, did they do what they dreamed of doing, or did they make excuses, or did they give up? My thing is, none of us get out of here alive. So let me live the dream. Let me live the experience. Let me live the awareness of the possible and feel good about it. And experience the love along the way. Let me help somebody along the way. Let me give something to somebody, because so many people gave me, right? They gave of themselves so I could be. And so it's not for me to hold on to knowledge. It's for me to pass it on so people can use it, right? It's like energy. Once you turn off a light switch in the room, the light is off. You don't need it anymore. You only turn it on when it's to be used. And so we are pure energy. And so while we are here, we must give of ourselves so other people can use what is left over once we are gone. And so if each one teach one, we can reach one.
Definitely. So how did you get started with acting?
Truth be told, I started on Broadway when I was 21. My mentor, who just made his transition, helped me get there. Adolfo Shabadoo Quinones, who people know from the movie Breakin', Shabadoo. He made a phone call on my behalf to director Ron Link, who also made his transition some time ago, and said, I know this young guy who I think would be perfect for this role on Broadway. So I was in a show called Stand Up Tragedy on Broadway at the age of 21. But most people have seen the major move when I was on Soul Food, which was 21 years ago. when I started really acting, because before that, I wasn't really trying to show up in the world as an actor. I wanted to dance and win choreography awards and work with Michael Jackson. And so until I did that, I wasn't interested in acting. And then after I did all of that, after I worked with Michael Jackson, after I worked with Prince, after I won, well, I didn't win the MTV Music Award. Actually, I won the MTV Music Award the same year I started acting, which was 2000. So while the world felt like Y2K was going to disconnect them, I was connecting the world through dance and created Bye 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 and won the MTV Music Award. But really, I started acting because I was frustrated and all my dreams had come true except winning an MTV Music Award. So I thought, well, I did everything I wanted to do with dance. I've got to challenge myself with something. So acting was it.
Dope. And y'all, just so y'all know,
positive frustration that afforded me the opportunity to start acting.
and y'all, he still is dancing today, y'all.
Yes.
I seen the Fine China video. I was like,
could you hear me that whole time?
Could I hear you? Yeah.
Oh, awesome! Thank you.
So I seen the Fine China. I was like, and he's dancing in the suit, y'all.
Yeah. Chris Brown did such a great job on that song, and it reminds me of a Michael song. And Chris Brown ripped that song, and I literally was so inspired. I had to do my version of it, and I love that video. So thank you so much for watching that. It's on my YouTube channel.
Yes.
Fine China, Darrin Henson version.
Definitely. And just so y'all know, November, I believe it was in November, he did drop a song called "Everybody Dance."
Yes.
And he's dancing in there. So just so he ain't just saying it. He's actually up in there dancing, y'all. Yeah.
I am. I'm dancing in that one. It's so funny because I just wanted to do something fun. I'm not really a rapper. Everybody knows that. But I was like, I just want to do this. This would be fun. And so my wife and I got together and, she's in it with me. And we just had a great time doing the video. And you could see it on YouTube. You could actually download the song on any streaming platform. Everybody Dance by Darrin Henson.
Definitely. I seen it. Actually, I seen it yesterday, and I seen it today, again. Actually, and I was because I always feel like someone's always going to say, "Oh, you too old to dance." Like, because I'm 42 years old. I'm 42 years old, and like, "Oh, you too old to dance." No, I'm not. No, I'm really not, because I don't feel, and I don't want to make this sound like what old folks say. Like, I don't feel my age.
You're not supposed to.
No, that's some people feeling like they can't do it, so they want to project that on you. If I was to listen to people, I would have never become an actor, director, producer, choreographer, a writer, a dancer, because somebody always had something to say about what I could and I couldn't do. And I just laugh at them now. I got billboards up all over America with the show that I star in and produce, Double Cross. Shout out to them Gibsons, Crystal and Howard Gibson. We're up all over the place. And I remember when people told me, you can't be an actor. How you going to be an actor? You come from the same place I come from. And so I say, I might have came from the same place, but I had a direction and definite aim and purpose. You didn't.
How does it feel to be the go-to guy for like pop music dance moves? Because everybody comes to you for the latest move.
Well, they came to me. They don't come to me anymore.
That's true.
But, it was when it was happening. I don't know. I was thankful. And I didn't think about, oh yeah, they're coming to me and the ego thing. No, I was thinking, damn, I gotta put something hot. Like I literally told people I used to choreograph like it was war. And I think that's why, I was blessed enough to have, hot songs incorporated with the dance steps, and they all went #1 because I choreographed like it was war. And they had other choreographers out there, but I wanted to make sure that all of my videos were #1, and they wind up being #1 videos. And subsequently, people are still finding out about work that I did. You look at Jennifer Lopez, Love Don't Cost a Thing. You look at Bye Bye Bye. You look at Britney Spears, You Drive Me Crazy. Britney Spears, Sometime. Christina Aguilera's Genie in a Bottle. You look at Jagged Edges, Where's the Party At? Enrique Iglesias is Bailamos. You know, I mean, I could go on and on. SWV, So Into You, people, you know, Lisa, Let the Beat Hit 'Em, CNC Music Factory, Things That Make You Go Home, all #1 songs. And so I was just blessed at a time to be that dude who was charged with enough energy, strength, and ability from what I had learned from all the people who came before me. And I pay homage to all of those wonderful dancer choreographers, you know, who came before me: Gregory Hines, Nicholas Brothers, Michael Jackson, you know, Fred Astaire, Gene Kelly, Dorothy Dandridge, Eleanor Powell, you know, the cast of West Side Story. That's who I looked at. I wasn't looking at contemporaries. I was looking at the older people, the people that came way before me. Debbie Allen,
Definitely. Yes.
you know,
Definitely.
Dean
So
Anthony Ray, you know, who was in the movie Fame. Like, I mean, he did it before me, you know. Anthony Thomas, who choreographed Rhythm Nation, you know.
yeah, he dope.
Yeah.
He's real dope. He's real dope. So let me ask you a question. So in Stomp the Yard, how much is that was like freestyled? Because it looks like I'm looking back and I'm seeing you dance. I'm like he's freestyling because I'm a choreographer myself. I'm like, he's freestyling. Like music come on, he hit it.
I did. All of my solo parts were freestyle. All the parts where we were all syncopated, that was choreographed. But all my solo stuff, like the wolf trap, all of that was all freestyle. The battle was freestyle. Everything was freestyle.
Now I want to go home and watch it again.
Because I just looked, I was
My
like,
daughter
yeah, he's
loves to
freestyling.
dance.
I
I have a 1-year-old that she just, I promise you turn on the music and she just start dancing. Don't matter what music it is. I'm
She be
sorry.
like, bust it. Bust
Yeah,
it.
just bust the move.
Bust it.
You can sing.
Bust it.
You could be like Megan Thee Stallion song, yada yada, body yada. My daughter was like mimicking, and
Body,
she
yaddy,
said
yaddy,
body.
yaddy.
And my daughter, my 1-year-old, is like just dancing. I'm like, no, I want you dancing to that, but
Yeah, it's just, but for them, it's just music and rhythm, right?
yeah.
So that's what they're getting tapped into.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So what's your take on because we're around the same age. What is your take on how music was then and now?
Let's just say I enjoyed then, and I still listen to then. Like, I literally, my Pandora is still then. I probably have one new station on Pandora. That's the Rick Ross station. That's probably like the newest station I have. Everything else is on Pandora is Run DMC, is Dave Chappelle comedy, T-Pain, R&B, Tank, Joe. Like, I just, you know, I don't understand what they be talking about anymore. I don't get the mumble. I don't understand it. So I don't, and the frequency of it is just so low to me. It's just when they rapping about drugs and lean and you know, calling a certain type of women. If you like that kind of woman, that's cool. I like my women to be queen. You know, my woman, my wife is a queen. And the reason, and I don't use that in a throwaway way, like she's a queen because she has knowledge of self. She's a queen because she knows who she is and where she stands. She knows who she stands next to, not behind. She knows, you know, she
Say that
knows.
again.
You know, so it's that's why I call her queen, not because it's a popular thing to call her. And you know, when we get into the conversations about knowledge, wisdom, and overstanding, that's a whole nother interview. So, you know, I just stand on my square and I let people do what they do. And, you know, if I like it, I tap into it. If I don't, like, I happen to like, I don't know why I like this dude so much, but I like Machine Gun Kelly. Like I listen to his stuff, you know, but I also listen to Eminem and their rivals. You know what I mean? So it depends on the song to me. It depends on the music, the song. It depends on if I can understand it. I'm not going to rock to it if I can't understand it, you know? So that's what the forward button is for.
and the crazy part about it, like we were just talking about, and the crazy thing about it, you know, it's still considered hip hop. So, you know, even to move it forward, because R&B has changed too. Like before, it was more of a vibe.
Well,
You know,
well, let me say this, because people are forgetting about this because the education of it is gone. Forgive me, I don't mean to interrupt you, but hip hop wasn't just one thing. It was 5 elements. You had dancing, you had rapping, you had graffiti, you had DJing, right? Do you know what the other element of hip hop is?
Expression, dancing,
rapping, DJing, graffiti, clothing.
Oh.
So hip hop is not just rap. That's only one element of hip hop. So when you say hip hop, you got to talk about all of it. That's why I like Rick Ross. His album, he got graffiti on it. He's rapping. He's, you know, he's talking about the streets. It's like it's a full element. So, you know, it's like, huh? You know what I mean? Huh? It just gives you that whole vibration. And he's talking about helping his people. He's talking about when he make it, he gonna make sure his people make it. So I don't understand other people that's trying to have success by themselves. What fun is that?
Lonely.
It's lonely.
Yeah, definitely. It's you know, and like I said, just back in the day, it was just more of a vibe. Like, you know, like blame it on the boogie. Don't blame it on sunshine. Don't blame it
Don't
on the
blame it on the moonlight.
moonlight.
Don't blame
It's
it on good
good
times. Blame it on the
times.
boogie. I'm
Yeah,
with you. I rock with you.
it's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get up and dance to blame it on the boogie, something wrong with you.
That's right. I still dance when I hear it.
Yeah, because it's the yeah, right. Like,
Factory.
Off the wall too.
yeah, off the wall. Yeah, if you don't, like, it makes you like, let me open up all these windows, open the windows, and let me clean up the house, and I'm a
But
dance.
it's also not synthetic music. It's also working off the A-tone, means it was natural musicians and instruments. So they were live instruments. It was nothing synthetic. So that's why you get a difference in feeling as well, because of the A-tone
frequency. Yeah, the frequency different.
So let me ask. So because you've experienced so many people, so many different actresses and actors. Who is the person that you would want to work with that you haven't? Because you've worked with
Halle Berry.
I could eat it out my mouth.
and the reason I want to is because I love her growth. Did you see her in John Wick 3? Oh my God. Like, Halle Berry is just, she's the shit.
Yeah.
And she's a grounded actress. If you remember her in The Eyes Were Watching God, oh my God, with Michael Ealy, that movie was incredible. So you look at where she started from and where she went. I want to work with people like that. I want to work with a Keanu Reeves, you know, but I want to work with, you know, those actresses who care, who drop into the work. I mean, I'm working with an amazing actress right now on The Family Business, Valerie Pettiford. She don't come to play. She comes to work. Mama Chippy Duncan is a acting queen. She's incredible. And so she shows up and she shows out. And so when I have the opportunity, you know, do I want to be on screen with Viola Davis? Absolutely. Why? Because I love her intensity, and I would love to see my intensity in front of her intensity and see what happens.
Definitely, because I'm thinking when you said Halle Berry, like, I mean, everybody remember Losing Isaiah.
Yes, that was my show.
And I can do you one better. That's my picture. Jungle Fever.
There we go.
I still
And
like losing Isaiah.
up until now, like if you look at the growth up until Monsters Ball, like what?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? She was
Babs.
bad.
She's an
Babs.
treasure.
Babs.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. She grew through it, you know, and that's like another thing. That's I was talking about this. I have a T-shirt line called God's Billboard T-shirts, but I have a saying that people hear me say a lot. You go through it to grow through it, so you can ultimately glow through it. And
Yes.
Mm.
so that's the new shirt that I'm adding to the line of God's Billboard T-shirts.com. So anybody watching, you can go and pick up a shirt today. God's Billboard T-shirts.com.
I'm going to that link now.
But we're actually going to add that. You go through it so you can grow through it and ultimately glow through it.
Definitely. And you are also an author.
Yes, sir.
How many? Because I could never get to. I want to say 3, but I don't want to. I don't want to get your accolades wrong.
4.
How many books have 4? 4.
4 books.
And
Intimate Thoughts and the Spirit of Change. Ain't That the Truth? Pregnant with Thought and Life's Teachable Moments.
you need to re-release all of those.
I swear.
Like all of them. Like because we need them now.
It's interesting because Life's Teachable Moments is really picking up heat for some reason. Right now, people are ordering that book a lot right now. Life's Teachable Moments. I mean, Intimate Thoughts and the Spirit of Change. I'm sorry. Intimate Thoughts and the Spirit of Change is the one that they're ordering right now.
Yeah.
So where can I get them books at? I'm so serious.
Right now, you can get Intimate Thoughts and the Spirit of Change on the same website as the shirts, which is God's Billboard T-shirts.com. GODS Billboard T-shirts.com.
Now, would you recommend these to everyone, or is it specific?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're self-help books. And
Okay.
I found myself writing because I had to. It was a form of expression for me, so I didn't go crazy. Because people think, life is peaches and creams when you're an entertainer, and it's anything but. You literally have to figure out how to control your life, or everything in life will control you. I was listening to Dr. Miles Monroe, and he was talking about the difference between leaders and managers. Managers don't create change. They just maintain things. It's the same thing in your life. If you are an actor, a singer, a rapper, whatever, and you have a manager, all they're doing is maintaining. They're not changing anything. They're making sure that you make money so they can make money. But you might have different dreams that far exceed what it is that they're doing. And so I always tell people, you have a manager that you pay 10%, it's because they're only doing 10% of the work. So if you look at it that way, you'll get up, very, very early in the morning, because wealth rises early.
Woo!
You see, we be talking all the time. We say we can't, we get up early in the morning, or we can't sleep.
Yep.
Because it's always something to be done. Yes. We actually interviewed one of your co-hosts, Miguel A. Nunez.
Miguel.
Yeah, we interviewed him probably about 2 weeks ago, or somewhere down there. So yeah, tell us about the family business for those who haven't seen the family Carl Weaver's The Family Business. Tell us about your character in that TV series.
Well, Carl Weber, his books are, he's a bestseller millions of times over. And so he decided to do a movie out of one of his books. And the movie, I guess, turned out so well, BET fell in love with it, and they said, we want this to be our series. And so, we're filming now our 3rd season of The Family Business. I play Orlando Duncan. Now, to your surprise, maybe not, but I didn't know about Carl Weber. And so, of course, when I signed on, I started to read the books, and they're phenomenal. And so this character, Orlando Duncan, he's, one of the sons of Elsie Duncan and Chippy Duncan. And he was just handed over the business which is the exotic car business, but they also are street pharmacists, as you know. And so more money, more problems. They've had problems with the Mexican cartel, the Italian cartel, the Asians, the Jews, everybody. And so, they just finished this war because um, our brother, Sean Ringo, who actually plays Junior Duncan, fell in love with a Brotherhood member's wife, an extremist, and she was still married to him. He was in jail, and so the family went through a whole lot, in order to protect his life and her life. And this, as the story goes, my character Orlando, who's just strictly business, um, he's a single guy. He only sees a woman once, never sees her twice. And this one woman who was, different from the normal ones, um, he got pregnant and she had a baby but ran off. And so she wind up marrying an enemy. And so now we're in the midst of telling that story and what goes on with that. And so we'll see if he ever gets his son back, and, be face to face with his enemy. That remains to be seen.
So, out of all the you've been in TV shows and movies, out of all the characters, which character do you relate to the most? I know you relate. I know you relate to all of them, but are all of them like a little, like a piece of you?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, there was a lot of Lem in me from Soul Food. There was some Grant in me from Stomp the Yard. There's a lot of Orlando in me. Every character I play, in Black Coffee, there's a lot of Robert in me. There's a great diversity of feelings and ideas and ideologies that run through me. And so, yeah, I think, like any great actor, they embody um, the character. If you look at Al Pacino and every character that he's played, like, I mean, you have to have empathy for the character that you play. You've got to love the person that you play, or how can you play them?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, man. That's wow. That's. So, are you going to do like? I know you say it was just for fun, but are you going to do any more music?
I don't know. Chances are I'll do more poetry,
Mhm.
but I don't know if I'll do more music. That was just for fun, it was something for my wife and I to do together, and just kind of stamp on it and have fun with it, and something that we can watch and laugh at, ourselves. And if other people love it, then so be it. If other people get a kick out of it, but we just did it for fun.
Definitely, because I could definitely see. I mean, it looks like you enjoyed yourself a lot, and honestly, like it was needed, like to feel good. It felt good,
Yeah, I
you
think
know.
that's important. There's more than 5 letters and 2 numbers in this world. You know what I mean? People
Mhm.
are always talking about the C word, the same thing all day long. And it's like, come on, man, there's more to life than that. Don't let that overtake your life, you know? And so just learn to live life and learn to be happy and learn, you know, um, to how to progress in the midst of all of this.
Definitely. So, are you gonna write any more books?
The chances of that is very strong. So definitely more books. I'm going to be doing more poetry. I think I'm going to start doing some spoken word
Thank you for
on
answering my question.
yeah, I'm going to do some spoken word. Uh, I have a whole book with spoken word in it. Um, and so I really enjoy that. And that's something that I'm going to continue doing.
Another question. Your health, like like you swole. I guess that's just the best way I can say it. That's the best way I can say it. Um, how do you keep yourself so fit? Like it has to be a crazy type of discipline.
It's a ritual for me. It's a lifestyle. It's not something that I do just because I'm filming. I've made it a habit for over 30 years. And it's just, it's something that I do. It's something that I believe in, and it's something that I love doing. You know, I get a rush when I'm jumping rope. I get a rush when I'm boxing. I get a rush when I'm doing martial arts. I get a rush when I'm lifting weights. You know, I get a rush when I'm riding bike up a hill. It just feels good. It just feels really good.
Yeah, that blood for me is the blood flow. When I can feel my blood flowing through my body, it makes me feel more alive.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Those endorphins are going. Like that oxygen is flowing. It just feels good. That's the best way I can describe it. I love the feeling.
Okay, cool. Definitely, definitely, because that's what I gotta do more of. Is because like you said, I mean, it's just too many. It's no such thing as you don't have time. Like you have time. You just have to manage your time.
You got to manage it, and you got to prepare. You know, if you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. And so, some people get used to feeling lethargic and heavy, and I don't enjoy that feeling. I'm a doer, so I get
Definitely.
things done.
So just so you know, for your FYI, we do have a magazine that we actually working on the second issue, and I was wondering if you would want to be in the magazine that we have, and we can also send you.
If you
We have.
offer me a cover, I'll take it.
Okay, that's not bad. That's actually not bad because you're the first person.
If you're offering me the cover, I'll say yes.
That's a boss move right there.
Yes. Because he's the first person that actually has said that.
That's a good idea. Let me be on the cover. Yep.
Because everybody's like, yeah, I'll do the magazine. Yeah, I'll do a magazine. Okay, I can give you this little small little thing, and then, and
he's like, no, I need to be on the cover.
Yeah. That's dope. I like that because we were actually thinking about the cover and everything. So definitely, we would definitely chat, and I would definitely be in touch with you about which issue, and we just kind of go from there. So what advice could you give to someone who's just starting out, whether they want to do choreography or whether they want to act or anything that you have done? What would you say advice would you give them?
I would have them close their eyes very, very simply, and I would get them to imagine the only thing that they're going to get from what it is that they want is whatever they put in. Don't expect anything less or anything more. You're only going to get back what you put in.
He probably spent some facts too.
You don't go to the bank. You don't go to the
He had me on the edge of my seat. No, just close your eyes and imagine.
Yeah. Hello?
Well, imagine what?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Darren?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it went out on me. So.
Can you hear me?
I'm my hole.
I know, I see.
Hello?
Yeah. We can't.
I think it's because I was playing with the pen. There's buttons on the pens.
Did you go out?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly.
Yeah.
Go out and come back in.
You sound like a transformer.
Okay.
He's not off. Came back in right now too.
All right, 1 second, y'all. Can you come back in?
Yeah, I'm coming back in now.
We're gonna play some music right here.
Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. I don't know what it was a smaller technical difficulty, but waiting for my co-host to get back in now. All right.
Okay.
All right. Now, what were you saying again? I'm sorry.
I was saying, as we were talking about the cover I'll be on, that my advice would be to close your eyes and just imagine the only thing you're going to get back is what you put in out of whatever it is that you want. So if you only going to put in a little, just expect a little. If you're willing to give it all, then expect it because it'll show up. You don't go to a bank and deposit $100 and look to withdraw 1,000. You're only going to be able to take as much as you put in.
Definitely. Man, facts. Definitely. We looking at you. We looking at choreography of you right now. You got like a brown like little you dig on Darrin's groove. You got a little brown little you dig on.
You're teaching the crowd of people.
And you're teaching the crowd of people like, yeah. So okay, so thank you so much, man, for this interview, man. It was very inspiring, very insightful. You have taught each and one of us something that we're definitely going to use in our lives, and man, like so like insightful, like it's so dope to just talk to you, man. Just to even be a part of the energy that you're giving off. It's amazing.
I appreciate you,
man.
I'm thankful to you both. I'm thankful for you both. Thanks for giving me a voice on this platform. Thanks for letting me let people know about the God's Billboard t-shirts, about my book, about both television shows, Double Cross and The Family Business, as well as my books. I really, really appreciate that. And I'm thankful for this time that we have. And hopefully people will gather something out of this and it will assist them so they can be greater tomorrow than they are today. And I pray that everybody stay healthy and safe and continue to grow. And remember, we go through it so we can grow through it, so we can ultimately glow through it.
Yes.
I got one quick question. So, do you have a routine of when you go live, or is it just random when Spirit calls?
It's random.
I figured.
It's random.
He follows us on Fluent Radio, so you might want to go in there.
I follow him.
So you might want to go in there.
I need to turn on my notifications.
Yes, definitely.
After I finish with you, I'm actually just gonna spend about 30 seconds on saying something. So you might want to see that as soon as I go off.
So if you can be so kind to give us a drop for our station. So basically what you're going to say is, hi, I'm Darrin Henson, and I am vibing with Fluent Radio, where all things are fluent.
Hey, everybody, this is Darrin DeWitt Henson, and I'm vibing with Fluent Radio, where everything is flowing. Stay tuned, because there's a whole lot more.
Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate you, and I'm be in touch with you about that cover.
You got it.
All right, bro. Be safe.
I look forward to it. God bless.
God bless. Yo.
Dope.
Good guy right there.
Yes. It was dope. And all this, dope. Right? Look, she came in. She was like,
mad,
sluggish, mad, sluggish, and everything. Yeah. But at the end of this interview, now it has invigorated her. And the dope part, and I'll say this live on air, the dope part about when we have people on here that actually is the same frequency as Shantae is, it gives validation, right? It gives validity to what she actually says on the daily,
right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She be saying like, I don't know,
like wait a minute, she talking about quasars. Wait a minute, hold on, but if you keep reading, you'll see exactly what she's saying. If you know her like I know her, and like if you know her, you'll know it's all coming from a life place,
right?
A love place.
Y'all chakras synced up in that moment.
Man, when he said heart, I was like, because I keep my heart chakra crystal on.
And the crazy part about it is, like, me and Shantae's first show, like, we were going at it. She was pregnant. She was pregnant at the time, and we were going at it because we see
content.
But see, the thing is, we're both so like strong-willed about our stances, right. But at the end of it was a two-parter. At the end of that, it grew into this respect thing.
Right.
And we've been rocking ever since.
Right.
We've been rocking ever since because we learned to respect. Okay, that's her stance. This is my stance, and we have learned to respect where each other comes from.
How long have y'all been doing y'all show for? Over like 40 years or now, right? 40,
like 50 years.
I don't know.
It's been over 2 years.
It's like 2 years.
About 2 years.
Yeah, because I had just had Dojo, and I was 4 months pregnant when
came a long way from the mop bucket incident.
And that's the thing. It's like y'all say, like, to see Fluent Radio and I'm not just saying this, to see us in our element, you had to be at the fashion show.
Yep.
Like, you had to be at the Black Ink fashion show, to see us in our element, you had to see it.
Yeah, you
because
had to be
it was the energy was crazy, and even though like the energy was crazy, we killed it.
We needed
like,
doubles. We was moving
yes,
so much.
we
People
killed
was
it. Like,
what?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I'm talking about we're getting pulled in 1,000 different directions. We got interviewed. Like, I haven't seen anybody actually even post about it.
Right.
Then since then, especially not get interviews, I haven't seen it. Right. Maybe they have it in the vault, but I ain't seen it. It's been a year. You know what I'm saying? So to see us in our element, you actually have to really be at, like the CC Peniston concert. You have to see us. Because the radio station, like he says, it's 5 elements of hip hop. Like, it's more than more than just layer of Fluent Radio. It's just more than one layer. Yeah. You have to see us in our, like, damn, like they getting it, and we don't wait on nobody.
I have a question to ask you. In 2021, where do you think? Why is there significance in wearing a fitted cap?
Why? To me, well, to me, like, the strap-ons are cool. Yeah. The strap-ons, the snapbacks, they cool, but it's something so up north about wearing like a fitted cap.
This nigga want to be Jay so bad,
but it's not that. It's not that, because even look, it's Mr. Fluent on the side.
Keep it a buck. Your hair can't fit in the snaps, can it?
Yeah, I got snaps. Nigga, look. boy, don't have me.
Stop interrupting. He said, nigga.
I ain't hearing nigga all day. So, I feel uncomfortable.
It's but I do it. It's like, because there's certain fitteds that you just have to have. You have to have your NY one, and you have to have a St. Louis one.
Yeah.
Are you gonna
even a P one?
ATL.
Even a Philly.
ATL is hard.
ATL one, and a Phillies. These are the ones. The Sox ones are cool, but when you try to compare it to this and that, the Sox look plain.
Yeah,
right, that's true.
But then when you throw like a red, like
or a Bulls, you gotta have a Bulls.
And yeah,
that's a given. And
the crazy part about
it's not for everybody.
You can't be right.
It's not. You can't go all over the United States and see a Bulls.
Like
people with Bulls hats.
Because sometimes there are Bulls hats that are so fine. I don't even want to wear it.
Right.
Yeah, your
man, that ain't a Pelly boy. That ain't a 2018 Pelly.
Right? And even now, even the 150 hats. Like, I want a dope ass 150 hat.
Right.
I just want a fitted hat with my name on it.
Look at that, y'all.
I'm gonna go
Mr. Fluent. You see that, Mr. Fluent?
Are you gonna be the one to bring back jerseys back? That's my question.
I don't know.
You know what? I had jerseys for a while. I have jerseys actually.
Niggas got jerseys. Yeah, they can.
You don't get rid of jerseys.
Like,
a lot of people did. A lot of people
did. I got a Michael Jordan's Bulls jersey at home, the authentic one that has he signed it. Well, it's signed, and he has and on the back of it has stats on it.
Ooh. Oh yeah, no, you don't pull that off.
Yeah,
hard. That comes out, and like that has, you have to have that. You gotta have your fitted right.
Gotta have
a good shave.
On. Gotta have
right. You gotta have a good shave, and you gotta have some dope ass mics on.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm talking about some retro, crispy jeans. Like,
you can't have no buttercup jeans.
And everybody can't do it.
Right.
Everybody can't do it, but definitely I got the Bulls at the crib. It's hanging up right now. I got a little
I would have
plastic over it and everything.
I would have framed it up just like that.
Because I haven't seen anybody wear that type of jersey. I haven't seen it. I got the stats and everything. It's dope. It's dope as hell.
That's hard.
It's dope. It's dope. So, but like I said, we've been rocking for so long, and like I said, it's always good to have someone who you can vibe. Who, like you probably vibe with them more than I did, because y'all can. Y'all talk about the universe, and y'all have that language, and which is fine, is because at the end of the day, it's like that's something that I learned. That's something I'm picking up on, and I'm learning, and I'm respecting that energy. I'm respecting that. At the end of the day.
Man, I was thinking about that on the way here. I was like, people be thinking like, and then this is no shot at anybody, like in your belief system, but some folks can't function through the week if they don't go to church on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be that person where it's like, man, my week been. If I ain't go to church on Sunday.
Yeah.
And if I don't pay attention to what's going on, the energy.
Yeah.
It's like my day, my week, everything is just off.
It's like food with thought. It's like the food that you consume. Just like
it
Homeboy was
saying.
saying.
Food that you consume.
Yeah. And if you consume a certain type of food that you know is gonna fuck up your day,
it's gonna fuck up your day.
It's gonna fuck up your day.
But
It's gonna fuck up your hair, your eyes. It's gonna fuck
the thing
it's
is,
all about what we consume as humans.
The thing is, it's like a big reason. See, I can have the conversation with sis, and I can have a conversation with you, and I can have a conversation with Sandra. Like I can have this type of conversation, you know, like even about like, and it's no shot at nobody that's doing church or going to church. Like, but I have to be, if you're gonna talk about religion, you have to talk about it a certain way to me,
right?
To get me to.
I'm kind of the same way.
To get me to like to take it in,
to receive.
If you're judgmental,
I ain't got nothing to talk about.
If you're so I'm holier than thou, I don't receive it. I swear it'll do this. It'll bounce off like it's like shooting. It's like shooting at a brick wall. Eventually, it's gonna ricochet off. You're not gonna get through.
It has to be a certain way.
It has to be a certain way because I'll turn off.
Right. Delivery.
I'll turn off like you have to say it you because you can't be out there.
Come from a place of love.
Exactly.
A place of love and truth, though.
Yeah, because
truth is love and love is truth.
You see, because
no matter how much it hurt. It kicked us out again.
Yeah, it kicked you out again. I'm still here, Mama. You better bring your butt back on.
That little DVD you brought, that little DVD player you brought.
You're funny.
You're funny.
I left my laptop. No, I'm like, yeah, I need that.
but like I said, but that's the thing. That's the thing with me. Here she comes. That's the thing. Just with us, just in general. It's always been. It's always been like that, but like I said, you have to talk to me in a certain type of way because there'll be people that come through that door.
It's not gonna resonate.
There'll be people that come through that door. You people on social media, people just in the street or wherever, think they know more business than I do. Okay, cool. All right, fine. All right, that's fine. Because I'm not going to argue with you about what I know and what you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we know y'all seen that. Yeah.
I'm not going to do all that. But like I said, you have to talk to it. Just speaking on religion, you have to talk to it about it to me in a certain type of way to get me to receive it, and then we can have us a very, very constructive conversation.
And that's a sensitive topic for a lot of people. So you have to approach it a certain way.
You have to approach it a different way because, like I said, my beliefs may be different from yours.
Right.
But regardless of what people believe in or this and third, you can learn something from everybody.
You sure can.
I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care who it is. You can learn something from anybody.
You can learn something from a baby.
Yeah.
Teach me something all day, every
Peace
day.
and grace and patience.
Everybody that's been involved in Fluent Radio, like the reason why people are around, the reason why people are in these positions is because I can learn something from you.
Right.
And you can learn something from me.
Right.
Y'all could attest to it. I'm not no strict mug like do this. No, everybody sees the vision, and everybody has a roles.
Right.
I'm not finna do all that like microman. I'm not finna do all that.
Right.
Because we grown.
You ain't gonna go nowhere.
But my thing is what he said. You put into it what you get out.
Yep.
Everybody here in Fluent Radio that I can say right now is on the same page.
Yeah.
We want to further the brand. We want to further the group. You know what I'm saying?
Because
so it's whatever you put in is what we put out. That's why I want to put so much in. Because you go the same way.
Because right now, by the end of, and I was thinking about this yesterday. By the end of, or even 6 months into 2021, I want us to have damn near 50,000 followers on Instagram.
That's the plan.
We're gonna have more than that.
Yeah.
I'm just spitballing. I'm just. But however,
what you put in, you get out.
I said, and that's it. That's 6 months in. Because trust me, y'all, when we do these next few interviews that's coming up, see, we already did 80 some thousand views. We already did that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that's old.
Right.
So now we have to do something else. And I like to challenge us.
100,000. We're going for, man.
I love it. I love it. Like I said, and everyone has. See, that's how you do business, y'all. Everyone has their roles. Everyone has their thing, or whatever the case is. Because the first thing I told when we had that meeting, Shantae, you gotta delegate some stuff.
You got to.
So, he was
because like, I do it all.
Delegate, and I'm like, we're here for a reason.
Because I'll just do it all.
You want to be a part of this?
I'll just do it all and complain while I'm doing it. When in reality, like nigga, you have.
And you see that Jordan documentary. He couldn't catch shooting all the fucking shots.
Right. Eventually, you have to delegate some stuff to other people.
Exactly.
Eventually, you have.
I'll be like, so what you? And I just be like, This your show.
Mhm.
I'm following you.
But see,
Until you tell me what you want me to do.
and that's the thing. It's like, and that's how we do stuff over here at Fluent Radio. It's like I want to give people choices about how you want to approach it. Like you have 100% creativity. How you want to do whatever role that you're doing. Use the creativity because have I told you no?
No,
I ain't never.
no,
I ain't have told you
no.
no. I've never told you no.
No.
It's 100% how creative. How you want to do it.
Right.
How you want to do it? You know what I'm saying? If you think it's gonna further a brand, this on third. But y'all respect me so much, y'all be like, okay, Mel, what do you think about this?
Right.
And I give you a yay or nay.
Right. Because at the end of the day, you are the boss. So whatever does that, as long as I come to you and want to buy it.
I just, y'all know me. I just don't like whack shit. That's all. Whether it's artists, music,
Just whack nothing.
Whack nothing.
No,
don't even come to those doors. Don't even call 904 629 5928.
Hey,
don't even call. No, no, nigga, no. Shit, we blunt over here, y'all.
It's under 3,000.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna try to get. Well, we'll talk about that. Okay. We'll talk about that. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to Fluent Radio. I appreciate everybody. We're gonna see y'all later. Peace.